There can be no logical or sound denial of the existence of secret societies. The evidence available today concerning the existence, operations, and goings-on of the powerful elite class is overwhelming. To many who watch my videos, the subject may be a foreign one, and also a very offensive issue for me to raise. However, I believe it is in your best interest to hear what I have to say. I have been studying the inner workings and insider information of the elite class for well over 5 years now, and alas, in the divine workings and decrees of Almighty God, I am now an official member of one of the most, if not the most powerful secret society in the world. I have learned things that would blow the minds of the general public masses and would anger them beyond belief if they knew the things that I have now come to learn. But in order for me to proceed, I must begin by mentioning one very vital issue, which is often neglected by even some of the most intelligent people. If you wish to learn and benefit from the various issues I will discuss here, you need to have a teachable disposition. If you ever wish to come out of the system of poverty, anxiety, disease, and oppression of which the ruling class of our world have thrust upon us, then you will need to become familiar with one simple concept: the Teachability Index. Though this subject can be discussed and taught for many hours, weeks, and months, I can say this much so far. You must have a high willingness to learn and a high willingness to accept change if my words are even going to benefit you. In other words, if you think you have life figured out, and if you think you know a lot, then please shut this video off right now because you already have things figured out and you are a complete moron. This will only be a waste of your precious time and energy. But for those of you out there who know something is wrong with this world, that you really don't know very much, and you have become convinced that there's a lot you don't know, in fact you would even concede that you don't know what you don't know, then please join me for this brief moment in time, because you are about to discover some things that will change your entire life forever. Among the elite ruling class, there are two categories: the parasitical elite and the beneficial elite. There are those who live off of society and use it for their selfish desires, and there are those who wish to benefit society and cause it to prosper. The parasitical type are the ones who are responsible for much of the sufferings in our world today. It is their aim to reduce the world's population in large amounts so that they can finally control all of society and set up a world where the working class become their slaves and basically exist for the sole purpose of doing all of the needed labor so that the elite can live however they choose to live. In other words, a prison planet. This is a new world order where the best interests of society are not seen as something which would lead to the betterment of mankind. We have seen the effects that their intentions have had on society all around the world.
My friends, the information that you are about to witness from all of my years of research is the most important. It's been hidden in plain view the entire time. This is the ultimate secret, and it's about to be exposed. I have hundreds of government documents, textbooks, white papers, where for over 80 years, the elite of the Western world have talked about adulterating food and water to sicken and sterilize the population for the purpose of eugenics.
Headline, about 30 arrested at rally for a WikiLeaks suspect. Now, I want you to think about this for a second. Hundreds of rallies outside of Virginia Marine Corps, a Marine Corps base, to protest the treatment of the imprisoned Army private suspected of providing classified data to WikiLeaks. Now, first off, here's my first question. Have you heard of any of this in the news? No. So let's go slow. There's a private in the Army that came forth and blew the whistle on the corruption and the torture of people. So let's go slow. There's a private in the Army who has access to government documents that show that the U.S. government is killing people around the world. They have secret prisons where they're torturing people around the world, where government officials are being bribed and taking hundreds of millions of dollars around the world. Okay?
Because you see, the government isn't your nanny. They're your dealer. And they subsidize illness in America. They have to. There's too much money in it.
I believe these parasitical type are some of the most intelligent individuals in the world. Consider the fact that they have successfully eliminated countless lives through medicine, water, the food supply, cosmetics and cleaning supplies, electromagnetic frequencies, natural disasters, war, staged terrorism, famine, abortion, child protective services, Planned Parenthood, birth control, and also through the brainwashing and dumbing down of society, just to name a few. In one word, eugenics. There is no greater threat to mankind than ignorance, and there is no greater threat to your own personal well-being. The elite class have effectually blinded the masses for virtually all time up until now for the purpose of keeping us as their slaves and controlling our numbers. The secrets they have kept from us include, but are not limited to, such things as the natural cures for virtually every disease, weight loss, anti-aging, the true causes of disease, the laws of success, power, and creation or creativity, the true potential and power of the human mind, extraterrestrials and their involvement in our history, and the plans they have for our future. But for the very first time in human history, someone has finally decided to come out of one of the most powerful secret societies in the world, and at the risk of his own reputation and well-being, to disclose these insider secrets and insider information to the public masses who wish to become enlightened to these matters.
Mr. Trudeau, thank you so much for being here.
Well, it's my pleasure. Thanks for inviting me.
Yes. Well, now you have spent your years unearthing data and bringing it out to such a manner that it is a forerunner to some of the ills of society that we have witnessed, and that has to do, of course, with some of these anti-hyper drugs, the Ritalin and all of these psychotropic drugs that are out there going into our children. What started you on this path of writing some of these best-selling books for yourself?
Well, I was introduced to a secret society called the Brotherhood back in the 70s. And I was brought into that group and trained on very specific things. And because of my association in the Brotherhood, I was given access to some of the wealthiest people in the world. I was given connections, and I was given deals, if you will, in order to generate wealth. That's how secret societies work, whether it's Skull and Bones, whether it's Bilderberg Group, whether it's Bohemian Club, or Trilateral Commission or Council on Foreign Relations. All these societies which do work around the world, and there are many more in Asia and South America as well. They basically do two things. They give people access to secret information, inside information, and information about future events that's going to happen. So you have massive advantages over the general population. And the second thing is, once you're a member at a higher level, your ability to keep secrets is now confirmed, and you're given access to opportunities that nobody else gets access to. And that allowed me to generate billions of dollars in business in a very short period of time. In 1989, I decided to blow the whistle on something that the U.S. government was doing, and that was taking phonics out of the school system, dumbing the kids down, and putting Ritalin or other type of ADD-type drugs and psychiatric prescribed medication into the school system, and actually incentivizing the schools to get as many kids on Ritalin and other drugs as possible, giving them a financial incentive. They paid the school $500 per month back then to get kids on Ritalin. And I was going to expose this in my program, Mega Memory. When I did, my senior officials, if you will, in the Brotherhood were not very happy with that. And I got a severe reprimand. And this kind of put me on a very challenged path, because I thought I was doing good for society, and I realized that the group I was a part of was not doing good for society at all. They were doing good for themselves. And I was a member of that, so I was doing good for myself as well. And I became really challenged in terms of which way to go. Do I continue to just benefit and reap the rewards of my association and involvement in that secret society, or do I take a different path? And it took me 10 years. In 1999, I was traveling in Australia with President Gorbachev and General Schwarzkopf and some other very powerful people. And I decided to leave the Brotherhood. It took me 10 years to make this decision. I knew that no one has ever left that secret society. I knew what the repercussions were going to be. They were going to be massive, severe, and swift. But I made the decision after consultation with those two gentlemen. And actually, after consultations with around 30 other members of Bilderberg and Skull and Bones and others that were also in my camp. But they couldn't leave. Their families would be ruined, their lives would be ruined if they left. So I decided to leave, and in the year 2000, we all met in Istanbul, Turkey, and decided that the best way to do this was to set up a new society, if you will, a new organization, global, called the Global Information Network.
Kevin Trudeau made a crucial decision when he decided he would sacrifice his own career in the Brotherhood to come out and blow the whistle on all of the corruption going on in the elite secret societies that control governments all around the world. 29 members of the beneficial elite class decided to endorse and back this decision and proceeded to found the Global Information Network in 2009. It is their sincere desire to help those of us in society who have a teachable disposition to achieve the health, relationships, and successes in life that we desire. The Global Information Network is a multi-form foundation organized in the country of St. Kitts and Nevis. It was conceived by a group of individuals from around the world who are the highest-ranking members of several private societies, associations, clubs, and groups whose membership has been exclusive to the privileged elite class of the world. This group includes members of the Brotherhood, the Bilderberg Group, the Council on Foreign Relations, the Freemasons, Yale University Skull and Bones, the Illuminati, the Trilateral Commission, and several other elite international societies. The individuals who conceived and helped organize the Global Information Network, or the Jinn Council, are and always will remain anonymous. For the first time in human history, the highest-ranking members of these secret societies have encouraged the formation of a new, private, members-only group, a group that allows people who do not qualify to become members of the above-listed societies to join together and be exposed to the same secrets revealed and taught to members of those societies and clubs. There is a new world order forming that is designed to increase the gap between the wealthy and the average working man. Jinn does not agree with this movement of total control over individuals. Jinn believes that every person has the right to know the secrets of creating the life they want and enjoying freedom, pursuing happiness, and achieving all their dreams and desires. The creed of the Global Information Network is, every person on Earth has the right to know all the knowledge available on planet Earth. Every person on Earth has the right to pursue happiness. Every person on Earth has the right to be free to pursue his own dreams, goals, and desires. Every person on Earth has the right to know all the methods of curing and preventing disease and have dynamic, vibrant health. Every person on Earth has the right to know how to use their mind to create and manifest in their lives whatever they choose. Every person on Earth has the right to privacy from all governments and corporate entities. Every person on Earth has the right to be happy, secure, safe, and fulfilled as a human being. Every person on Earth has the same importance as every other person. Every person on Earth can have, be, or do anything they desire. The privileged elite class has no right to hide the truth from the masses and keep them as virtual slaves. Freedom of speech, freedom to express ideas, opinions, and what individuals believe to be statements of fact, even if it is against worldwide consensus, should never be impeded. The individuals who encourage the formation of Jinn, the Jinn Council, include billionaires, celebrities, royalty, former heads of government, prime ministers, presidents, world leaders, scientists, some of the most powerful, influential, educated, and successful people on Earth. For obvious reasons, these individuals will always remain anonymous and do not have any official association with Jinn. Jinn is an organization where the average person can gain access to the same secret information that up until now has been the exclusive privilege of the elite class and only to members of the above societies and groups. By allowing average people access to this secret knowledge, it is the hope of Jinn that individual levels of personal responsibility will increase. More people will become empowered. Depression, powerlessness, poverty, hunger, and slavery will diminish and over time cease to exist. A worldwide global shift will occur where the masses will stop looking to government or corporate entities to solve all problems. People will understand that they can change their situations and create any reality they desire. The world will go into an upward movement of prosperity, freedom, and peace for all to such a degree that mankind has ever seen. The goal of the Global Information Network is to be the worldwide communications center that will spread previously secret and hidden knowledge that had previously been used by the ruling classes to keep the world uninformed, full of fear, impoverished, and enslaved. In educating the world with this secret data, the Global Information Network hopes to empower people to have, be, or do everything and anything they desire. Ultimately, the outcome of these efforts will be the following. Happiness will increase, fear will fall away, people will become more prosperous than ever before. Poverty, slavery, and despair will begin to vanish from the planet, and violence and wars will cease to exist on planet Earth. This is your personal invitation to become a member of one of the world's most exclusive private wealth-building organizations. If you accept this invitation, you will be joining the most unique, private, and exclusive members-only societies designed to help you create wealth and teach you the secrets to have, be, or do anything and everything you desire. You will learn the true insider secrets to become happier and experience the highest level of emotional well-being, as well as dynamic physical health. If you would like to have the opportunity to have some of the most successful people in the world personally help you achieve financial freedom, please pay close attention to this invitation and what is being offered to you right now. If you have goals and dreams, membership in the Global Information Network can help you make those dreams turn into a reality. Imagine being totally debt-free and having all the money you want to do the things in life you've always dreamed about. Imagine being your own boss and having total time freedom to do what you want when you want. Imagine being able to associate personally with some of the most influential and wealthy people in the world. Imagine having access to experts in various fields, celebrities, VIP events, as well as knowledge and information that is available nowhere else. If it is your desire at this point to become an affiliate or a member of GIN, simply go to www.globalinformationnetwork.com. Click Join Now and enter my personal affiliate code. The code is in our image. Keep in mind that this is by invite only. You have to be considered qualified to join. Membership is not for everyone, and it may not be for you. There is a revolution that is going on all around the world. People are sick and tired of the current ruling establishment, and they truly desire to live more meaningful and prosperous lifestyles. If you happen to be one of those individuals, then I personally welcome you to join us in our fight against tyranny and corruption. May God richly bless you all.
Let's go to Jonathan from Washington. Welcome to the Kevin Trudeau Show.
Hey, Kevin, it's finally nice to be able to speak with you. I got a little bit of a head cold, but I got the mana sachets on their way in the mail. So.
Oh, good.
I discovered your book, Natural Cures, back in 2005 when I was really depressed, severely depressed, actually. My wife saw your infomercial, and she got the book, and she said, you should try this stuff. So I tried everything, and nothing really worked for the depression, but my health improved from, the other things that you recommended. But just last year in July, I was diagnosed with hyperthyroidism, and I was diagnosed with bipolar depression. My doctors tell me to take lithium, and of course lithium was very bad for my health, as you can imagine. So my kidneys were about to fail, so I stopped the lithium before that, and I got on a remedy for hyperthyroid, and 6 months later I'm cured. This is the homeopathic remedy, and the hyperthyroid's gone, the blood tests say that it's gone. And I've been taking a homeopathic remedy for bipolar for the last 5 months, and now all my symptoms are gone. That's tremendous because I'm a completely different person now. I used to be irritable all the time, depressed all the time. I just really couldn't function normally in society. As you can imagine, antisocial, things like that. So I just wanted to thank you personally because you're the man who's responsible for not only the things in my life that have improved my health because of the knowledge that you gave me in your books, the Weight Loss Cure, Natural Cures, Mega Memory, but also the improvement of the health of my wife and my children.
passed on by any army for any